We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing a fight to hold support. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy at 9:50 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision. And put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it pop you up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight to hold support. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, what's going on with the inflow versus outflow, and bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run idea was spectacular, beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run idea was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:45 a.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see it popping up there within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are at the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to the rip area, and now back down to the dip area multiple times in today's volatility. Now, if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, under a bear indicator at the 448 area, canceling out that bull indicator from down here at the 445 area, and a full transition from the red bars to bright green and back down to the dip area today, breaking through key support levels and outflows crossing over to the downside, right? We talked about this in yesterday's video. If these outflows crossed over, I would watch the 445 area. If it could act like support, it didn't. It rejected off of it in the middle of the day 3 times, and it pulled back down towards the next support of the 443 area. And here it is, post-market, fighting to stay above 443, and we're going to talk about the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow, and it's going to be crucial and critical here for these inflows to continue to try to pick back up and head towards the midpoint to reflect any strength into these charts. Something to not ignore here on the 30-minute chart. Now, if we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see here in the bigger picture how these outflows crossed over. Bear indicator at the 447 area, full transition from the rip area to the dip area, and here it is fighting again to stay above 443 and to justify any strength to the upside to eventually cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. These inflows will need to pick back up and head towards the midpoint and cross it to start to reflect that strength pretty quickly into these charts. Now, in the volatility of the 15-minute, if we zoom into the volatility here, we could see how these inflows are trying to pick back up, but they're still below the midpoint, guys. Definitely something to not ignore here as it's trying to approach closer to the midpoint. Definitely something to not overlook here, and also the fact that it's hit a dip area. Now, what are the key levels I would watch? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is the 442 area. If that gets broken through and these outflows continue below the midpoint, the next support I'll be watching is the 440 area, and then below that is the 438 area. Those are the key levels I'll be watching. To the downside, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick back up here on the 15-minute, cross over the midpoint, start to reflect that strength into these charts, cancel out this bear indicator from up here in the pre-market at the 448.50 area, get a bull indicator in the process, try to roll that strength over into the 1 hour, into the 30-minute, and continue to reflect that strength into these charts. Continue with these inflows approaching towards the midpoint or even possibly crossing it and canceling out this bear indicator as well with a possible bull indicator. Well, then the first resistance is the 445 area, and then above that is the 447 to 449 area. Those are the key levels I'll be watching. To the upside and to the downside, I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows very carefully as it's trying to bring itself back up here on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute. It's really close to the midpoint, and I'll also be watching if on the 1 hour it could start pushing back up, switching from red to green. And these bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial and critical as well. I would not ignore them. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money. So if you made it this far into the video and you are a swing trader or looking to gain an edge when it comes to swing trading, you're definitely going to want to check this out. And this is our new swing bot that will be fully released really soon. And so far it has sent 2 notifications in the last several days, right? The first one, as you see it popping up there, was Nvidia on Friday of last week at around $444. And the other one was Tesla yesterday in the pre-market, and from yesterday to today, and even yesterday alone, it ran up nearly $10 plus. Now, when it comes to the Nvidia one, you could see it popping up there on the screen. I shared the chart yesterday, and I also circled an area, as you see it there in the chart, how it kept on bouncing off that support and trying to hold above 444. And then I put a line across when that notification came in. And now you're seeing this other chart, which I shared today in the pre-market. And I stated, right, you could see the same line there. And I put the swing bot notification there at around the 444 area. It was already opening up from yesterday to today at 449. And I talked about in that purple area, the area that kept on acting like support. And there was a strong resistance in the pre-market and previous days at the 452 area. And the bulls would need to break through that for possible continuation. Not guaranteed, but it was important, and inflows needed to cross. Now, when you see it here in the next chart, going into the open, it was broken through, bull indicator popped up, and then inflows crossed over. And you could see the purple area that continued to act like support. And Nvidia calls were up nearly 100% plus with the swing notification bot since it was sent out, right? And you can see that blue line again where that notification was sent at that after hours on Friday. So this is our new swing bot. If you take a look at Tesla too, it sent it out at around the $256 area, and Tesla went to highs here of nearly $270 in the last 2 days, and it was sent out yesterday in the pre-market, right around this area, and the full move. So typically with these swing bots and the notifications that come in, They're there to add perspective. Nothing's guaranteed, but the goal is for it to add perspective. Take a look for possible support levels and bullish confirmations of a reversal. And from there, it typically pans out within several days to weeks, but sometimes it can happen this fast within 1 or 2 days. And when it does, I typically tend to make a rational decision because maybe my goals and strategy and expectations have been met, right? I don't want to get too greedy either, but I wanted to share with you guys our new swing bot that's going to be notifying directly into our Discord on high probability opportunities based off specific criterias and dip areas of wire Fred borders, as I call them, on multiple time frames and other criterias to confirm of the possibility of it looking like a possible support or area to not ignore for a possible swing of a reversal. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.